Welcome everyone. Just keep to what's safe for you and enjoy.
Guys, so what I think I'll do today, Vivian might be joining us late, but I've asked her to keep it muted. But I was going to attack your tummy, and saying that, I'm going to start you on your back. You can or not have the roller next to you. I was just using it this morning myself, but I don't know that we're going to start with it, but you're welcome to if you're feeling brave. And oh, it's so nice to see you all. Maybe one day soon we'll be actually physically in the same room. Okay, so I'll just take it down to the mat. Oh, right. So immediately as we lie down, think about where your bones are, if there's any tension anywhere, and then maybe if you can, lengthen yourself out a little bit more, and just either going into your spine stretch right away or wiggling the knees side to side. Then just allowing the feedback from the floor into the spine. Have the hands wherever is best for you. Think of your foot position, your heels. That's it. So those of you on the roller will be doing pelvic tilts. Those of us on the mat, we're going to go into spine twists. You can stack the legs, let the weight of the body do the work. And you can explore where your feet are. They could be closer or further away. As they go further away, you're going to be a little bit challenged pulling back. Just bear that in mind. It'll make the stretch a lot stronger in your obliques as well. Good. And just keeping that going. Those of you on the roller could do a hip opener. So as you finish your pelvic tilt, you just drop one knee out to one side and then pull back again. Looks good, ladies. Just take note where your tension is. If it's in the middle back, do move the feet back and forth so you can get a little bit deeper. So now I pull the feet right up to the glutes. And so I can feel the stretch a little bit more in the mid back, upper back. Nice. Good, good, good. Deepen the breath. And then as you come back to center, let's heel toe the feet a little bit wider than the pelvis. Those of you on the roller as well. And we're just going to lift and lower your toes. So just stretching the toes, rocking the ankles. And then you can also lift the heels and push the toes into the floor and rock the ankles. Just thinking about that makes it a little bit complicated. And then you rock from the toes, you lift the heels, lower the heels, lift the toes. If you see what I mean. So I'm trying to stretch right through. Be mindful there because you could start to cramp up. Really stretch the big toe up as well if you can. And if you've got super talent, all toes separately. And then bring the feet back down. And again, we start again. So just rocking the knees side to side. Deepen the breathing. Breathe into any tension into the spine. And if you're able to, you either do a hip opener if you're on the roller, or you're going to just drop the knees again into your spine twist one direction. And then back. Those of you on the roller with the feet wider, you could go into your inner thigh stretch because the feet are wider, so you shouldn't have to worry about falling. And then we'll pull back. And then you can tap the knees together. That's it, yeah. Look, you've already brought the sunshine out. We're so good. That's it. And then, Diane, as you do that, you could just be sensitive to it, because if there's any tightness in the lower back, just opening the knees, those of you on the roller, and then bringing the knees together, you're manipulating into your sacrum there, so always come back to your pelvic tilt. All right, girls, now we're going to go back into pelvic tilt. So I'm going to pull the legs back together, feet are parallel, And then let's just think of head position, shoulder position, and rib position as you go into your pelvic tilts. Exhale as your lower back touches the floor. Inhale as it releases. And you might even feel how your feet and legs are activating here. You might feel your stomach. Maybe there's a massive range in your movement here. Maybe you're already able to reposition. You get a little bit more connection into the floor. You can exhale as your lower back touches the ground or comes towards the ground. Inhale to release. Try your lateral breathing. So if anything gets too difficult, this is where you'll revert back to. Start to connect into the stomach, keeping everything engaged as you rock your pelvic tilts. Nice work, guys. I like how you're using your arm position and hand positions there. So I'm going to just keep it going, but you're just going to use one foot at a time. Keep the feet on the floor. So as you rock towards the floor, just squeeze the left glute, press the left foot into the mat. Then you come out into essentially a neutral position, and then we come into a pelvic tilt using the right glute and right foot. So, and you can tempo this if you like to. I'm going to keep it a little bit slower just because I'm talking and it takes me that long to figure it out myself. So you want to have your toes also pressing into the mat. Be aware if you are causing any excess tension into the jaw or shoulders. Sometimes we compensate. And then as you do this, moving up the body, you can feel the massage from the back of the hip into the floating rib on the left side and the right side, respectively. Or maybe you prefer to do this in the neutral. Maybe you feel the pelvis starting to rock more. Guys, I'm going to lift you into a bridge in a moment. You're welcome to do this as well on the roller, but you just won't come up as high, but that's okay. So I'm going to have the arms come up over the chest. Exhale as you start to lift your hips up. Inhale down. Go ahead and do that. I'm already getting a cramp. Sorry, one sec. Exhale as you lift up. Inhale down. That's it. Now the feet on the floor, trying to pull the mat apart as you do this. And I am using a lot of the legs immediately, which probably was obviously too early for me because my leg didn't like it, but intend to do what's right for you. I'm gripping the floor with the toes, wrapping the legs, feeling inner thigh, hamstring, top of the leg, even a stretch on the top of the hips and down. Keeping it going. If you're on the roller, you're going to have to do a little bit more adjusting to get that nice long spine. So a lot of the times I like to think that I'm pulling myself towards the feet as you lower down and then coming straight back up. It just depends on your spinal alignment and type of spine. We're going to do two more. Again, scanning the body. That's it. Keep the core engaged, guys. After your second one, the minute that your hips hit the floor, I'm going to circle the arms around behind the head, and then we start to float the head, neck, and shoulder up, and then you rock back and forth. So it's either the hips lifting up or the upper body lifting up. That's it. Okay, so I'm keeping the elbows a little bit wider so I can feel as I come up towards the head, I get a little massage at the base of the shoulder blades, elbows, triceps. Then I pull the body weight down to the legs, start to lift the head so there's the middle back, lower back, sacrum, and potentially your flexion. So target the big toes, inner thighs, sacrum area. We're going to do 3 more. You could look to the ceiling, you can look over the knees. It doesn't even have to be that high. Nice. After your third one, you're gonna lift the upper body. The hips will come to the floor. Good. So we're staying in somewhat of a flexion here. Okay, let's think about your rib cage. We're going to take it side to side. So I'm going to try the best to bring the left elbow towards my left hip. Careful, those of you on the roller. And then back to neutral. Then right elbow towards the right hip, laterally. Good. And back to neutral. 5 on each side. Good. Guys, it's a lateral side to side. Lateral side to side, not across. We're doing lateral, left elbow to hip, and up, right elbow towards hip. And not crossing, side to side. Bring the knees up. Those of you on the roller, you'll do one leg at a time. So you're gonna lift and lower the legs. Option 1, do you still have your head, neck, and shoulder up? Option 2, you keep both knees up, and one down and one up. Good. Think of your floating ribs to the crown of the head here. Close the ribs. Find that lower belly. See if you can touch the floor with your heel first, then the toes. Lower tummy. Good, good, good. I'm going to do a few more on each side. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Squeeze your glutes if you can. Body rolls are coming in. Those of you on the mat, you're welcome to do one with your rolling like a ball. Those of you on the roller, if you still need assistance coming up, bring one knee into the chest, and then you can assist yourself coming up. Keep everything engaged. We're seated, and then we come back into your pelvic tilt, and then up. So if you have your roller, it's going crosswise there. And you'll take it down, tap the roller, and then back up. So, keeping this going, do whatever you need to do to target the stomach here. And again, you can hang on to the knees. So right now I'm pretty much staying in a C shape as opposed to coming up into that neutral. It just depends. If you want that back stretch, that's great. If you want to keep it consistent, keep a C shape. So then as you start to add your legs, there's nothing really else to think about other than your control. Otherwise, if you lift out of the back, just remember to glide back into that C shape. So you're not hinging. Yeah. You're just tapping and back up. Then I'm going to add the footwork. So I don't know if you can see, I'm flexing both feet, heels, toes down. Flexing both feet. It's getting harder and harder to talk. Keep it going. Nice. Maybe you could do both legs. Good. Keeping the C shape here. That's it. 3 more. If you have the roller behind you, you're going to rest on it, just dusting the surface. Good. Otherwise, you're hovered or balancing. Good. Inhale down and up. And down. And up. Good. Heel toe and up. Heel toe and up. Nice. Almost there, girls. Breathing. Maybe you can push that leg further away. Start to grab the inner thighs now. We're going to go into rolling like a ball. Push the roller away. So I have the hands on the inner leg. That's it. Then you take it back. And up. And 9. And up. 8. Up. 7. Up. 6. Up. Up. Good. 4. And up. 3. Good. 2 more. We'll take it to the floor for your spine twist here. Control it down. Pull the knees into the chest. You can have your little massage there. Otherwise, feet to the floor. And relax. How'd we do? Good. Nice little warm up. So with your body roll, your spine twist, you could just take the knees side to side. You could have the feet a little bit wider than the hips. Drop the knees side to side there. Catching my breath. Nice work, guys. And then as you come back to center, arms are going to come up over the chest. All right, tiny little circles here. Let's think of how your triceps insert into the shoulders. Relaxing the upper neck. Neck is nice and long. Face is relaxed. Jaw relaxed. Tighten up here. Engage pelvic floor. Glutes, tummy. Close the ribs. You're going to exhale. Lift the shoulders. And draw down. And up. And down. Almost as if you're pinching your arms into the body. And then we start to lift the head with the shoulders. And down. And up. And down. Good. 8. 7. 6. Good. 5. Nice, guys. 4. Do you think you can come up higher each time? 3. 2. We're resting down after this next one. Well, the upper body, the head and neck rests. Bring the leg in, single leg stretch, extend the other. I'm going to keep the head down for the moment, but everything else is engaged, and we'll just switch the legs. Let's work the feet. You can hang on top of the knee or under the leg. Let's keep everything engaged. Looks good, looks good. I'm going to flex your feet. And now, the minute you can bend the knee to pull back, please do, because then you'll feel a little bit more lower tummy. I'm going to bend the knee to pull back. Good. Lower tummy, lower tummy, lower tummy. Good. Now, as you get stronger, or if you want to progress, you'd stop that knee right over your pelvis. Yeah. Then we're going to add arms here. So we'll do opposite arm and leg. And switch. Good. I haven't been able to work out this week, and I'm definitely feeling this, so excuse my deep breathing. Tighten that tummy. How's the coordination? Nice. Flex your feet. The shins want to be about parallel to the floor if you can. 2 more. Nice one. We're going to go into your spine twist there. Choices too, wide legs or knees together. Inhale as you look out. Exhale as you draw it back. I'm going to go ahead and give you a full body stretch here. So extend all legs, like we've got more than two. Arms go over the head. All right, engage everything. Squeeze the legs, wrap the legs. You can even wrap the arms. It's great if you have the roller above you, actually, because then you could use your finger muscles and wrist muscles. And then we're just going to lift one leg up and down, and up, and down. Good. Now, if the shoulders are uncomfortable there, I'm going to bend the elbows down towards the ribs a little bit more, closing the ribs. Nice one. Good, girls. I'm going to do one more on either side. Bend the knees back up, lifting into your bridge, and down. Nice one. So the arms can be wherever you like here. 8 more. Exhale up. Inhale down. Pushing into the legs. As you lift and lower, let's try to find a nice hip stretch. If you're not feeling both hamstrings and glutes, I'm going to move the feet further away. Breathe. Nice. 2. Hands go behind the head. We're going to do just like we did before. So as your hips lower down, upper body comes up. Upper body down, hips come up. And upper body. Good. And up. Nice work, ladies. Keep that core. 2 more. And you could choose if you want to stay up with the upper body as we start to do our leg lifts here again. Up and down. And up. And down. Good. Do the best you can. Tighten up. Good. I'm going to bring you into tabletop. Heels down and up. And down. And up. 8. 7. Little higher. 6. Close those ribs, little higher. Almost there. 5. 4. Big deep breath. 3. 2. Keep it going. 1. Nice work. Grab the ankles. Pull yourself into your ball. And up for 10. Keep the core. 9. 8. Good. Keep that C shape. 7. 6. 5. Nice. 3. 2. Coming up in 1 if you can. Lovely, guys. I'm going to try to kick the leg. Can you hold this leg up wherever you need to? You can hang underneath. Flex and point. And flex and point. I'm going to change legs. Hanging onto the ankle or behind the leg. Flex. Good. Core. lower belly. From here, advance, you're gonna lie right down onto your side and we'll come back up to this position. So if you're not sure, hand down. Core, keep everything level here if you can. Take it right down, good. I still have the legs up and down here. So if that's too much, the lower leg is bent. You're just holding this position. You come back up. You're gonna do your body roll back and up. Now we do the same on the other side. Do the best you can just to get into your longest position. 2 legs, 2 to 3 leg lifts. Lower legs pressing into the top for 3, 2, 1. Back up. Body roll. 2 or 3. Let's take it down. Good. 2. If it's too much, guys, you're going to roll on your back, do a pelvic tilt, and go to the other side. Otherwise, we're coming up. Roll. Keep the core. Can't talk. Other side. From your pelvic tilt, you roll onto your side.
It sounds like talking with someone might help.
And
Please
lift.
let me know if I can reach out to
And
anyone for you.
lift. Suri's talking to me. And up. Nice work, guys. Coming up. Nice, Diane. Beautiful. Okay, so let's come on to hands and knees. Suri came on and he's like, sounds like you need somebody to talk to. If there's anybody you want us to call. That's so random. I don't know how to use my gadgets anymore. They're smarter than me. Let's go into your stretches here. I do have the legs a little wider. Keep the core, guys. Again, think of your head position, rib position. You can also move the knees further back if you like to get a little bit different move into the body. Pushing the floor away. All right, I'm going to take it to the floor onto your stomach. And we're going to do a little bit of back work here. So we'll start first with the hands underneath the forehead. Just lifting, the body stays down, just the shoulder blades are lifting up and down. Tighten the tummy, start to squeeze the glutes, rock the legs. Let's again find your lower tummy, stabilize through your trunk. We're going to lift and lower the upper body. Now, if the shoulders are sensitive, support yourself with the hands. Otherwise, you can have the hands wherever they need to. Again, if the shoulder pain is there or the neck is tight, maybe have the elbows down. Otherwise, here we go. Do the best to keep that core engaged. Exhale up, inhale down. Roll the shoulders. Do another 5. You'll stay up on the 5th one. Keep the core so you don't push the belly into the mat. And do 3 more, staying up on the 3rd. 2. Nice one. Wherever your arms are, we're going to lift and scissor the legs. Start your swimming. So again, if the shoulders are uncomfortable, your hands are lower. Otherwise, you can have your hands on top of the roller. For 10, 9, good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, good. 3, 2, and 1. Resting here. Nice deep inhale, exhale. We'll push you back into your child pose. or we're gonna do extensions. So if you're happy with your extensions, start to lift up and back down. Otherwise, just push right back to child pose. Squeezing the glutes, good. Two more. And then we'll just push back to your child pose after that last one. If you have your roller, take it with you. And so we're holding your child pose, or you're adding your pelvic tilts. Exhale, keeping the core if you can still. Inhale as you reach away, exhale, pull back. Inhale. Two more. Then we're going to go into a rotation here. So those of you on the floor, we're just going to take one arm underneath, and you can sit back, or we can come up. If you have the roller, I'm going to use it here too. So we're just going to roll forward. That's it. And then back, and just get creative. You can change sides right away, or you can stay with the same side. Good. Okay. We're coming on to hands and knees. So you can transition into a cat stretch if you like. Otherwise, you're going to get your yoga block or the roller. And we're going to start here with a little bit of essentially the Superman. So do a little cat stretch and things before you start. Okay. So girls, I'm going to keep your toes on the floor just for the moment. And you can anchor yourself back over the lower body. So I can feel a nice stretch in the calf muscles and the foot. Or if you want to work equally or more aggressively in the upper body, that's cool too. On your next breath, let's just go out with one leg and then lift up. Now we're going to try our best not to open the hip, which may mean that you just keep that leg lower, but do want to target the back of the leg as well. You need to lift your head just a little bit. There, that's your neutral. And then the other arm. Now the question is, do we leave the floor with the toes in balance? Oh my goodness. I'm failing miserably on that. It's hard to talk into this at the same time. So when you get into position, I'll join you in a moment. We're going to hold for a good 30 seconds, which generally is like 8 to 10 inhale and exhales. And then you can push back into your rest position. Find your muscles first. Oh, Dios mío. Did I say 30 seconds? I'm wobbling all over the place. Don't hold your breath. Don't hold your breath. 10 seconds. We're on some rough chartered seas here, girls. When you're ready, just coming back into either a cat stretch or child pose. I hope you guys are better at that than I was. Yeah. Tell you what, let's come off the roller for your child pose. We'll do that whole sequence again with our rotation and such. It's a lot on the wrist. Massage over the wrist here. Have a play with your orientation of hands. If you have your roller, keep it even closer to you because that way you can massage over the arms as you move away. And then I'm going to add the rotation. Breathe. Keeping that going, and just notice if you do have a side that's a little bit tighter, I would like you to hold that position a little bit more. That looks good, guys. Okay, that's it, Gail. Nice. Yeah. Okay, so your choice. Remember what leg we were just working. Let's try it again. That was probably our favorite too, right? Okay, so we'll first have our 4-point position. And again, I'm being quite strong, anchoring into the floor for stability for the moment. Do your best to find your neutral. Engaging. I'm going to lift the opposite leg now. Still keeping the foot on the floor. Target here. Activate. Lock in. Now, if this side is your sensitive side, you don't have to lift the arm in front of you. You could just lift it off the floor or down or out to the side. And then we'll go again and try to balance. Long inhale, long exhale. I'm not going to be able to talk to you while I do this, otherwise I lose my control. Good. Breathing. 5 more deep breaths. Do your best to relax your feet, otherwise they'll cramp. Nice, guys. And then just resting back when you need to. It's a little bit challenging, eh? Yeah. Okay. So we're here, or your knees are on the floor. Okay. So I'm going to bring you up a little bit higher. Those of you that are on the roller, you're going to come up over your shins and then footwork. So I do have the body weight on the roller. And then I'm pressing into the heel here. So I feel a huge stretch to the base of the foot and the calf muscles. You can use your hands here to help you move that roller if it's uncomfortable. If you're on the floor, your hands and knees are close to each other and you're pushing yourself backwards and then forwards. If the knee is uncomfortable, you're on hands and knees and doing your basic footwork from 4-point. Just taking your time wherever you are. Let's do 1 or 2 more deep inhale, exhales. And then you'll lay down on your sides. So if you know that you have a weaker side, you're going to lie down on top of the weaker side. Okay. I'm going to use the roller here in a moment. Bye. Okay, you can either use your roller or a ball. If you have your roller, I'm going to move this so you can see me a bit more. This is a little bit awkward. It's a lot harder as well. So you're hooking the roller here. Or you have a pillow. Viv, you have your yoga block. Now, I know it might be a little challenging on this hip. So you could reposition as you need to. You're going to lift and lower. So the arm is definitely pushing into the floor. Do your best not to tense the shoulders. You're going to close the ribs, push, engage, lift. Then lift. And lift. And 8. Can't count them. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2. Nice work, guys. Good. And going into your straight line here. Just squeezing whatever you have. It's slipping. I'm going to pull it up a little bit. Can you really straighten out? Careful not to cramp the heels. Good. We're going to balance. Now, hook the hip. Pull up with the pelvis and push down into the floor with your upper body so you can use the floor for stabilization. And the upper arm, we're just doing tiny little moves. Good. Really connect. We're not going to lift the roller, but I want you to think that we will be, because it really starts to activate the legs. Careful not to do too much footwork. You might cramp here. And then the arm comes up over the head and down. Yep. Nice. 2 more. So just like before, you can stay here if you want to and roll onto your back into tabletop, or we're going to use the floor to come up here and then back down again. Okay. And up. And down. And up. And down. Shoot for another 2 or 3 if you can. All right, so lie right down. And up. And up. I want to make sure you can see me. With or without the arm onto the floor. And up. Target those inner thighs. Think of your lower leg as pushing into the top leg. 6, 5, 4, 3. Whew. It's hard. 2. And I'm overdressed. Good. Right and up. We'll do the arm in a second. And down. Good. And up. Legs up. And down. We got this. 3 more. Up. Good. Up. One more. Nice work. Try your best here. I'm going to go ahead and lift the legs a little bit, anchoring in, pulling the hip and shoulders together. Close the ribs. Arms up over the head. I was trying to find my stability there. And down. Inhale out. Squeeze the bum. Down. At this point, just breathe as you wish. Nice work, guys. I'm going to take you down onto your back. Take the roller, place it under the feet. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to bring the roller a little bit closer. I hope you can see me. I've got the sun right into my face here, so I hope you're still with me. All right, so toes face the floor. So you're trying to be in a horizontal position with the toes. Bear in mind that that's really going to target the back of the leg there, so do the best you can. I have the heel and somewhat of the middle foot on the roller. And we're just doing our bridge. And down. Good. Nice work. Are you okay to do 2 or 3 more, holding up after your last one? Looks good, guys. Okay. You're gonna walk the roller away, or you walk your feet away. Nice. And then walk it back. Yeah. Now when you walk it back, come right up onto the toes. So you're massaging the entire base of your foot. Then if you're feeling strong on that next one, pull the roller really close to you. If you can, you're balancing on your toes. So your toes, the balls of your feet are on the roller, you're in your bridge. And then you place the roller really close to the base of your hips. And that's it, Nita. Close your ribs just a little bit. I might have you come down out of that position just slightly. Lower your, oops, sorry. And then tuck the tailbone under the other way. And lower down, you got it, yeah, there. Okay, girls, that's it. And then you're gonna walk, if you choose, you walk your leg while you're in that position. So you're on the balls of your feet, pull one knee up and down, or your toes are on the floor. That's it. So your heels are, you're relevate your heels. Toes, toes, top of the feet. One more on either side. Nice one. And then just rest it down. We're gonna go into your spine twist. Keep the roller next to you. As you do your stretch, I'll show you, we're gonna bring you into this stretch. So you don't have to use the roller. You could use a pillow or your yoga block. And so when you're ready, just careful as you pull in. Now, if that feels super tight, I would probably have you pull both knees into your chest. Otherwise, do the best you can here to allow the leg just to be rested. I'm not doing much with my right leg that's extended. It's just being really lazy. So I feel a stretch in the inner thigh. It's good for emotions, good for shoulder tension, digestion. And then before you change legs, let's pull both legs in. And then we switch. Nice breathing. We're going to do some inner thighs in a moment. So you can continue this position if you like. Just hanging tight here. Good. Okay, so let's pull both legs in and hang on to the roller and kick the legs up. All right. Okay, guys, we're just going to have you open and shut, or close the legs rather. So let's flex the feet as you come back together, and then you'll point and then open. And then Christine, try keeping your hips stable, hun. Yeah, so I'm hoping from the heel into the inner thigh and internally and then the big toe, you can feel a nice stretch. Good. Keeping that going. And then advancing, you stay open, and then you bring your toes back and forth. Squeeze the legs here. You could also bend the knee if it's too much. And explore your footwork. There you go. And then we're going to just spin around. So I'm going to try to go into the splits here. I don't know how successful we'll be, but you're going to drop one leg. Good. Okay, so if you're happy there, a hike, again, you're not doing much effort here. You're allowing the legs and the weight and the roller to manipulate there. Good. And if you want, you can even hang on to the leg. Try to swing side to side. It will just switch and explore if you need the legs to be long or bent. Now, before you come off of the roller, we are manipulating into the back here. So pull the knees back into your chest before you decide to come off. Breathing. Good. And keeping the head down, bend the knees into the chest. Slowly push the roller away. You're going to go into your full body stretch. I'm going to use the roller still. And have the ankles over this roller here, just ankle rolls. Nice. Good. Roll back and forth. Good work. All right, let's bring the toes and heels to the floor, pelvic tilts. Now we've just manipulated quite a bit through the hips here, so can you relax the hips, the glutes, just chill, just tighten up pelvic floor and tummy, and then just rocking the hips back and forth. Relax your shoulders, relax the jaw. I'm going to have the arms circle behind the head, out to the side, and if you're joining me, we're going to lift head, neck, shoulder, and then back down. Big arm circle. And down. Maybe you can come up. Good. That's it, guys. Shoot for 2 more if you have it in you, and then I'm going to do some inner thigh stretches seated, unless you feel that you want to do spine twists on the mat. I don't mind. After your second one, we'll come up. Yeah. So, yeah. How'd you do, babe? Did you do your body roll? Yay! Everyone else, we did all right? You can take the roller to the side. You can bend the knees and take it that way. Whatever you need to be. Or if you don't have a roller, I would probably have you hold static. And just breathe into it. I'm going to go to the other side here. So you are rocking over the hip. Nice work. And again, this time we're going to join those holding static. We're going to just come forward. Deepen the breath. Then you can walk towards one leg. If you're in the position where I am, I'm trying to keep square to the floor. Just for me, it feels better. Or you can grab both hands on the outside of the foot. But those of you that are having a little bit of shoulder tension, it's generally this area that gets so tight. So you want to access that, whether you do your massage with the foam roller or just better position. You can even feel it down into the hips there, inner thighs. Just work that side this week. And we'll do the same on the other side. But if your shoulders are completely overstretched, this is going to be too much. So, pull the arms closer to you. Two more deep breaths. Yeah. And then we'll just come into our circles. Guys, that rocked. So you can have the legs crossed or you can have the soles of the feet together. And how are you feeling? We're okay? A little challenging at times, I'm sure. That's it. Yeah, so, and you can feel yourself falling behind the hips too, right? Yeah, okay, cool. And then we'll just change directions. Sorry, legs. Yeah. Breathing, 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 breathing. You can even lift the elbows up and down. I'm gonna try one more thing, guys, and then we'll end our session. So I was thinking a hamstring stretch. Been doing this a lot this week with everyone because the hamstrings are getting quite tight with all our sitting down. Can you touch your toes? One. If not, shuffle back on your Pilates mat, yoga mat, towel, whatever you're using. All right, and then just grab the edge. That way you don't have to fight it so much. And have your feet flexed. And then we're just gonna pull forward. Okay, so again, if the shoulders are needing support, draw the shoulders down, lengthen the neck, and just keep within your range. Otherwise, take it forward. And you can start to really activate. Yeah, if it's still tight, do the same, but bend the knees up. All right, and then you can have your hands there if you like to. And in time, this gets grander and grander, so your heels move further away. Okay, restacking your spine. Beautiful, ladies. I thank you for starting my morning.